Hey there, dear viewers! Welcome back to channel for episode 6 of Magia Record. So, last episode we got some interesting developments happening, right? Mommy appeared, of course. I know she's not that prominent within this series in particular, but still, for OG viewers like me, and who don't really play the game, that was a nice little throwback, right? Of course, putting her aside, we've got some other interesting stuff happening as well. We got Yachio and her sort of past. We saw her interactions with her former, I'm assuming it's her former teammates or something like that. And she's also hiding something, so probably something to do with this entire situation happening as of right now. And speaking of the situation, we got Iroha turning into this sort of pseudo-witch, as well as Kaide as well at the very end there, so we've got that thing to sort of figure out as well, right? With that being said, I don't think that's exactly going to be next on the agenda. We still got two more girls in the main group that we haven't seen yet. So if there's any explanation that's going to be given by Yachio or any specific development, I would assume it's going to happen after the other girls arrive on the scene. So, with that being said, let's get into the episode and see if that's the case. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, near paraxer. Alright, where are... Okay. What? They look like Pokemon. What was that? Deoxys? Something like that? I kind of forgot. Alright, what? Oh! Is this the, Wait, who are these? That's the girl from last episode, right? The white-haired girl? But who are the rest of these guys? Is the blue one Yachio? Huh. Did we see them before? Well, I guess I should probably pay a little bit more attention to the opening right now to see if, where they were before. I'm super bad at faces. Sorry about that. Whenever I see new characters, I need, especially if they don't have much screen time, I need to take a few more times to remember them. No, I don't think Yatrio's one of them. Bruno, the Free. Or is that like a whole nother group? I guess that's also possible. Well, that one was another hammer wielder. I don't think they're the same now, are they? Alright, Iroha is sleeping over at Yashio's place. Hmm. Do you remember anything at all? Wow, already up. Breakfast already done. That looks nice. Western style. Ah, a boarding house. I see. She's not gonna tell her. Yeah. It's Saturday and you're waking up at 7? And Yashio woke up even earlier? I can't do that. Back to searching for a sister, I guess. Okay. This is an industrial zone? Seems more like a shopping district. Or is it a shopping district changed into an industrial zone? What? Hey. What in the world is going on right now? What? Alright. Okay, this is the hammer girl, right? This is really, the five here are really a lot more similar to a traditional RPG rules.
てるんだぜ。私別に頼んでないけど。お前弱っちいから俺がいなかったら死んでただろ。アイスじゃダメかな。お前貧乏なの？お小遣いがもうしょうがねえな。今回はそれで許してやるよ。
She's easy to.
お前も食えよ。それ私のお金で。俺美月フェリシアって言うんだ。
Okay.
名前は？
It's the same girl as from the very beginning here.
よし、イロハ。もし神浜で喧嘩ふっかけられたら俺を呼べよ。友達料金で助けてやる。お金は取るんだ。さっきも言っただろ。俺は報酬で動く傭兵なの。お、俺のアイス当たりだ。ラッキー。あ、イロハも当たりじゃんか。
Well, they did drink the lucky water. What's these for?
嘘を書いたわけではありません。当然の注意喚起かと。そうだけどさ。いらっしゃい。ちょうど今、他のお客さんが帰ったところよ。
Oh, this is where.
またフェリシア。困ったものよね。腕はいいんだけどね。それで、新しい噂の情報って？そうそう。フクロウ幸運水って聞いたことない？その前に、またお客さんみたいよ。
Oh, is this? It is. So are they just gonna show up like one by one?
この辺の顔役って聞いてね。神浜市に何の用かしら。知ってんでしょ？この町に魔女が集まってきてるおかげで、周りに住んでるあたしらみんな食いっぱぐれてるんだよね。かわいそうなあたしにお優しい神浜の皆さんがちょっと融通してくれてもいいんじゃないかと思ってさ。神浜で狩りをするならルールに従ってもらうわ。他の魔法少女を傷つけない。魔女は先着順。横取りしない。以上。はあ？じゃあよそ者のあたしが魔女を飼ってもあんたらは文句言わないってのか？こっちも魔女が増えすぎて持て余してるの。それに神浜の魔女は他より強いけど、あなたなら問題なさそうだし。あっそう。拍子抜けだぜ。あ、それなら気ままにやらせてもらうよ。
We kind of. I think even in the other timelines, she wasn't part of the. I can't quite remember. Did she or did she not form a team with with Madoka and the others? I can't quite remember. That was literally like one scene in one episode. I guess there's also movies as well. Wow, it really works. And then, of course, using it in a lot of trivia stuff. Her story is a little bit similar to.
はい、はい、本当ですか？それで、え、フクロウ幸雲水？
We just drank that.
イラハちゃん。あ、美月フェリシア。なんだ、八千代じゃん。すげえ有名なやつ。もう一人は知らねえ。言ったでしょ。魔法少女だということは隠した方がいいって。ごめんなさい。あまりあの子に関わらない方がいいわ。仲間を危険にさらす戦い方をする要注意人物よ。さっき電話で聞いたけど、あなたがフクロウ幸運水を飲んだって本当なの？はい、フェリシアちゃんと一緒に。何か悪い噂なんでしょうか？もう聞いて、誰から聞いて。フクロウ幸運水のその噂、幸運をもたらす美味なる迷信。ひとたび飲めばたちまち幸せ。苛立ちどこへやら。
I mean, I'm guessing that from their perspective, these don't actually look like very unnatural people. $24 lucky thing.
姿を消している魔法少女が何人かいるそうよ。ただの噂だろ。別に大したことは起きねえって。信じないなら帰ればいい。別にあなたまで助ける義理はないわ。八千代さん。あっそう。こっちだってお前らのたわごとに付き合ってられねえっつうの。待って。私がフェリシアちゃんを雇うよ。傭兵なんでしょ？そうすれば私をお手伝いしてくれるんだよね。
Trying to help her.
1回1000円。あ、でも魔女じゃないんだよな。じゃあ500円でいい。
That's certainly quite cheap.
待ちなさい。さすがに見過ごせないわ。現金以外のものにしなさい。あ、なんで？じゃあ、ご飯なんてどうかな？ご飯？私が作るの。フェリシアちゃん、外食しかしてないんじゃないかと思って。イロハが作んのか？しょうがねえな。それで手を打ってやるよ。それでどうすんだ？お払いできるの？幸運がゼロになったら。
This is how the gang gets together. Alright.
まずはそれを食い止めるのが先よ。玉木さん、その水を飲んだところに案内してもらえるかしら。まだこの辺りにあるといいんだけど。あ、おお、すぐに見つかるなんてラッキーだね。
Oh. That's one more chance. Ah, they still got 15. They're fine.
魔女？使い魔か？フェリシアちゃん、落ち着きなさい。よくもそんなわけのわかんないもんを飲ませてくれたな。
わからぬことなどありません。フクロウ幸運水は不幸からの解放。
ごちゃごちゃうるせえ。
感謝が足りない。感謝が足りない。心根貧しき悪い子は幸運尽きても仕方なし。
なんだよこれ。さっきの魔女はどこに行ったんだよ。魔女じゃないわ。おそらくだけど、魔女とは違う別の敵。はあ？そんなわけ。まったくやってくれたわね。あの水が飲めれば時間に余裕ができたかもしれないのに。おかげで台無しよ。あの魔女みたいな奴らをほっとけっていうのかよ。そうは言ってないでしょ。あなたが短気を起こすのは勝手だけど、玉木さんまで巻き込まないで。傭兵ならもっと雇い主の利益を考えて行動し。
Since when did she...
消えちゃったけど。
Since when was she so protective of Iroha?
これはきっと使い魔みたいなものなの。本体の噂を倒さなければ、噂によって起こった事象は消えない。じゃあその本体を探してぶっ潰せばいいんだろ。あなたたちの幸運 ゼロになる前にね。なんだありゃ。ほう、噂？公爵の馬券売り場じゃもっぱらの噂。何それ、意味わかんねえ。
This is
広めてる。みんな気づいてないのかな。噂の存在に気がつかないと認識できないのかもしれないわ。おそらく今日まで私たちはあれのことを見過ごしてしまっていた。手で離せ。追いかけましょう。
okay. They obviously have some kind of way to blend in. "13? Why? What good luck did she use?"
なんだお前たちか。幸運水、鍵回り、噂を追う、愚か者、マギウスのお導き、阻害、有害。もうごちゃごちゃうるせえ。手を引け。噂は救済、解放される。水を飲んだ。水ならあげる。邪魔しなければ毎日協力。悪い話じゃない。同志となれば、仲間になれば毎日水を飲ませる。この噂から手を引けと。信用できないよ。噂に捕まって戻ってこれなくなった子たちはどうしてんのさ。魔法少女マギウス、救われる。やがて全ての魔女を消し去る。邪魔はしないで。魔法少女はみんな。
This is definitely quite weird.
おい待てよ。全ての魔女を消すってどういうわけだ。ミツキフェリシア。ミツキフェリシア。ミツキフェリシア。ミツキフェリシア。俺を知ってるのか。魔女を許さぬ傭兵。その体に流れる血は怒り。我々がお前を雇う。
Huh.
へえ。報酬は復讐の実現。全ての魔女の消滅。マジで言ってんのか。全ての魔女の消滅。我々はマギウスの翼は知っている。その方法を決断しろ。決断しろ。ミツキフェリシア。お前の怒りを解放できるのはマギウスだけ。
Definitely a creepy cult.
面白いじゃん。もしそれが本当なら何だってしてやるよ。
Oh wait, that's it? Well, that was fast. Oh, Felicia is actually voiced by Ayaneru. Alright. Well, see you guys after this. Alrighty, so as expected, we got a new girl, Felicia, who was voiced by Ayaneru, which I really could not tell. She sounded quite different from what I normally expect of her, but anyways, Felicia seems like a nice girl. At least she's more on the trusting and energetic Genki side, without being overbearing like Tsuruto is, right? In fact, she actually reminds me a lot of, funnily enough, Kyoko, who also appeared in this episode. You know, considering they're both more of the get up in your face, beat him down kind of type, and also having high confidence in themselves, and they both have some kind of trauma or backstory or tragedy dealing with their family, right? So I'm sure they're going to exhibit many differences, but still, she just actually reminds me a lot of Kyoko in her entire character. And speaking of her parents, we see that is definitely going to be a subject in the next episode, considering the ending of this one. And I mean, the easiest thing to go about this would probably just say her parents were just killed by witches, right? Or something similar to that. And that's why she has this burning hatred for witches. That's why she's unable to work with the other magical girls, because once she sees witches, she goes blind with rage and fury and anger. She wants revenge, and that is the root of her personality, right? And so yeah, that's basically something we'll see later on. Speaking of Kyoko, right? Cameo appearance here. I am kind of curious, like, if we see her actually interact with Mami, we'll know exactly what kind of timeline or situation we're at right now, right? Because one theory that I've seen, again, this is coming from, I don't know anything about the game and whatnot, but something that I have read before is apparently this timeline is based on the one from the original series where all the five original girls were working together as a unit. Of course, with Mami killing Kyoko in the end once she went insane. I think it was that timeline. If that was the case, then they should know each other and they should be working together to, I guess, help solve this case in Kamihama City, right? So that's something to look out for as well. What else? I liked how they actually dropped some subtle hints about the 24 instances of being lucky. I didn't actually catch that at first, but they actually showed the numbers all the way from 23 and then counting down. So that was a nice touch. Once I went back and rewatched, I then saw them actually go all the way from 24 to, I believe it's 14 now. And the reason for the very last use of luck was probably because they managed to encounter these cultists, which brought them a bit closer to understanding the entire situation, right? As for the rumor itself, though, I really can't comment on that. There's too little information to really have any sort of judgment as to what that actually is. And yeah, I think that's basically. Oh, and one final thing would be, I did find it kind of funny that Yachio is now so protective of Iroha, right? Considering her attitude towards her from the first and second episodes, and then now it's like a 180-degree turn. I mean, they haven't even interacted with each other that much, right? They've only really worked together on one case, right? And now they are, like, you can see Yakshio is speaking up for Iroha and, you know, helping her, guide her, protect her and whatnot. So I just found it kind of funny how her attitude changed so suddenly. But on that note, it is nice to see them again doing more of the interactions and you know, having some more dialogue and interactions or different actions with each other, right? Which is something that has been missing so far. I mean, it's not really that prominent in the original series either, and it really gives off a different feel for this entire series in particular. I feel like I'm more of watching a normal magical girl series or magical girl work anime than I am a Madoka Magica work, right? Of course, we still got those very weird animations, very weird drawings of the witches / rumors and whatnot, but beyond that, it's not really, especially for these few episodes, right? The first episode, I feel like, kind of brought out that kind of Madoka Magical feel. These episodes so far, they give me more of a general magical girl series kind of vibe, right? So, that could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Of course, I haven't actually read or watched many of the spin-off works of the original franchise, so I can't really comment on whether this is actually following that style or not, right? Even though I do like Madoka Magica, I think that and its movies they're basically some of my favorite animes of all time. I never really could get into the spin-off mangas and whatnot, not to mention the games. I don't know. This is actually one of the few series where I would actually prefer the anime over the mangas. That's very rare for me. Generally, I like the light novels, I like the original works, the mangas or whatnot. But this is one where I feel really the essence of it is better viewed and better enhanced through anime form. But yeah, that's basically it. Not really that much to talk about for this episode. It's pretty straightforward. The rumors, well, let's just see what happens in the next one, right? So, that has been that, and I will see you guys next week. Till then, bye-bye.